What's up, guys? This video is for all you Ford Explorer owners 2020 to 2024, I believe. For all you guys going to Ford Explorer that have been thinking about doing the Mbrp dual pipe, dual tip exhaust. This is 2.5 inch. It is axle back exhaust tips. So we're gonna unbox these, lay them all out, get them ready to install. From the looks of it, it looks like it's gonna be an easy install. Here's just a little show and tell of what your tips look like. Chrome. Who doesn't love chrome? So here you have the parts laid out. This is all that came with the kit. There's not much there. Got 4 clamps, 2 dual tips, and the pipes, which will, in this case, going to replace the resonators in the back, the 2 resonators in the back. So I know most guys don't like using instructions, but they come with it. And honestly, use instructions. I see it all the time when people install things, and you know, they'll have a part that they claim is extra, but what happens is they weren't installed correctly. So, you know, if you haven't done it before, please, you know, do yourself a favor and go through it, at least skim through it. Anyways, it comes with a cool sticker. So I'll do a little before and after exhaust acceleration, see what the exhaust sounds like. In this case, I don't know if, you know, it's not going to be an exact difference as maybe somebody whose vehicle is currently in normal condition. This one, so it's missing a resonator. It was, I don't know what happened, customer brought it in that way. One's missing, so it is a little louder. But here's a here's a couple revs. I don't know how well you can hear that, but either way, it should sound better and look a lot better than it currently does, because as of this moment, it's missing the tips. So as far as aesthetics, it does not look the cleanest. So let me show you what we have going on currently, before, and the reason we're installing these. But here you go. So this whole section's missing. That's what it should look like. Also, let me get a flashlight. So before making this video, I don't know if this is common. Well, that's a little warm, better be careful. So this flex pipe section I replaced. The prior ones, the original ones, they were broken, so they were leaking and it sounded horrible. I don't know if it's common, but if it is, got these O'Reillys for I think under $30 a piece. Welded it myself, not the most perfect weld, but you know what, it's sealed. So yeah, if that is common and you had that issue, you know, take a little bit of time, cut them out, get yourself some flex pipe from wherever your local auto parts, measure it prior, measure it after. My angles were slightly off, but you know, it's not bad. It's actually not too bad, and it is a lot cheaper than, so OEM from Ford, they were, I believe they were each just under $300 a piece. So if I'm in it, parts wise, under $100, labor, and as you can see, something, they hit something hit them. I'm not sure, but that's why this is missing here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through the instructions, see where I need a cut. I believe it's 2 inches, 2 inches before the subframe. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna check, then I'll come back, do my cutting, and show you guys how it looks. So I don't think you can really see it, but here are my marks. approximately 2 inches in front of the cross member, subframe support, whatever you want to call it. Same here, other side. Here's the cross member, subframe support, approximately 2 inches towards the front of the vehicle. Let's do some. All right, out with the old. Time for the new exhaust. I need to clean these up, make it a little bit more flat, get rid of these rough edges. Might need a little bit more cutting. I see. We'll check here a little bit once we start putting those pipes in. That's not too heavy, but if you have somebody around that could give you a hand, put them to work, you know, prevent from knocking yourself in the head. But so far, easy peasy. I think it looks pretty darn good. I got it squared as possible. Heck, it looks good. This is an easy install. I think I started about, I'd say about, let me check, it's 4:33. I think right before 4, so it's a little about under an hour to install. It's pretty simple. And okay, so finished that up. It took under an hour, honestly, between, let's say an hour, between reading the instructions, going through the items, and installing, cutting, measuring, all that. It's pretty simple. You know, I think you could easily do this at home. Yes, I did it in my garage at a shop, but, you know, very minimal tools needed. Simple. You know, the reason we did it on this vehicle is because their exhaust was damaged. It had leaks, so I repaired the leaks. I ordered that kit, installed it. It was quick, it was simple, it was easy. Totally recommend it. No, not a sponsor, but no, it was great. It looks clean. It gives the car a little bit more, a better sound for performance. Because these cars, they get up, they scoot. And you know, when you have a vehicle that moves like that, you want it to sound clean, you want it to sound nice. And I did see there's other kits for the full catback. So if you want a little more aggressive sound, you know, I guess maybe I'd recommend that. But you know, removing those rear resonators makes a difference. One was already gone in this vehicle, but you know, it sounds a lot better. You actually got the exhaust coming out the back instead of just cutting off. Yes, you can cut off your resonators and let it be, but you want your exhaust fumes to reach past the back of your vehicle, so it's not, you know, recirculating, it's not getting into your vehicle. Because if you do that, because I've done it on a vehicle of mine, and I had very, very, very bad exhaust fumes coming into the cab on acceleration, and that's deadly. So, you know, you don't want that. It wasn't crazy priced. Like I said, out the door with the discount, it cost me $319 and some change. Yeah, it's I 100% recommend it. These are good kits. But yeah, hope this video helps for somebody out there. Thanks, guys.